The Philippines Armed Forces say 6 people have died after a military helicopter crashed during a rescue mission following the arrival of Typhoon Kalmaegi. The typhoon caused widespread flooding and damage as it swept across the Philippines. Officials say that the total death toll has now risen to at least 66 people, with dozens missing. Hundreds of thousands more have been displaced by the storm, which has caused torrential rain and winds of more than 150 kilometers an hour.
As it swept across the Philippines, Typhoon Kalmaegi left devastation and death in its wake. Here, in the central province of Cebu, it set off flash floods, washing away cars and even shipping containers, and trapping people. But many others disappeared in the swell. Now survivors face the daunting task of reconstruction. For many, an impossible situation.
We have lost everything. We don't have a home. We need help. We have no place to sleep, no food, nothing. We only have torn clothes. We just need food, rice, anything to eat. But we have nothing.
Authorities say almost 400,000 were evacuated before Kalmaegi made landfall. But now, some say help is falling short, and the lack of basic necessities is quickly becoming a problem.
We have not received any aid from the government. No food packs, nothing. If we do not look for other means, we will not eat. I hope there's a good heart out there to help us. We're still traumatized. We do not know where to start.
The Philippines is located along the Pacific typhoon belt. Kalmaegi is the 20th tropical cyclone to hit the country this year. But forecasters warn there's more devastation in waiting, with the typhoon now headed towards Vietnam, where preparations are already underway.
All right, I want to cross over now to Alecs Ongcal. She's a freelance journalist in Manila in the Philippines. Alex, good to have you with us. I want to start by just asking, what are you hearing from people in Cebu? What are they telling you about how severely that area has been hit?
Hi, Brent. It's a devastating scene right now in Cebu, where the entire neighborhoods are still coated in thick brown mud and cars are overturned. You can see that the walls are still, you can still see the lines of where the flood used to be in the walls. The riverside barangays are still heavily devastated by the flash flood that happened in the area. Many houses are destroyed. You can see their ground floor completely wiped out, and what you can see are just portions of their roof still intact. People are scavenging for their things back in their residences, trying to get their important documents together, whatever food or water, clothes that they can salvage. Evacuation centers are overflowing. Even the local government have not expected this much people to have to evacuate in their areas in this amount of time. The flood rose so quickly. Within the Pag-asa says, the Weather Bureau says that a month's worth of rain just poured into the province in just a day. So it was clearly a surprise for everyone in the area.
The Philippines, we know that it is facing repeated disasters, earthquakes, now typhoons. How much of a strain is this putting on disaster response systems? And I'm wondering, is the money there to respond to these disasters?
The city of Cebu, the northern province, was just recently devastated by a 6.9 earthquake, which they have never experienced before. So that was a surprise. The flash floods this time was a surprise. So the funds, the resources, the volunteers, and the people are spread, stretched thinly for the rehabilitation efforts. Because of the back-to-back disasters that are happening, the rehabilitation window has been cut short. So people are still trying to work their way into rebuilding their lives. The local government have ordered that they are in a state of calamity so that they can ask more funds from the national government. But it's actually just recently the governor was questioning what happened and why was there flash floods happening in the area where there was a 26.6 billion funds allocated for flood reduction projects. So they have raised this concern to the Malacanang, to the president, and even the president right now are probing these questions and these talks and what happened to these funds so that they can further investigate and rectify these problems.
Yeah, it's a horrible situation. Journalist Alecs Ongcal joining us with the latest from Manila in the Philippines. Alex, thank you.
Thank you.